Last weekend, I had a weird night. My friends took me to a strip club. I'm sitting at the bar. I had a really awkward interaction with one of the strippers. I'm gonna be honest, a very awkward conversation. I'm just sitting at the bar, and the stripper comes up to me and she whispers. She goes, "Listen, don't tell anyone, but for $600, I can give you a hand job." I was like, Jesus Christ! For $0, I could give myself a hand job. And look, I would never knock sex workers. That's not what this is about. I'm just saying, if I put down that kind of money, you gotta do something I can't do to myself. And on top of that, more importantly, you gotta do something that no one else will do. You understand? Something that no one else will do. If I put down that kind of money, you're giving feedback on my screenplay. That's what's happening next. Yeah, I don't care about your tits. Tell me if this protagonist is likable. That's the question. One thing about me is I love basketball. I love basketball in this joke. And it's funny because we had LeBron on the Lakers this year, but the Lakers sucked this year, and I heard a lot of people say the same thing. I heard so many people go, "Oh, LeBron is having a rough first year in LA. LeBron is having a rough first year in LA." It's like, motherfucker, we all did. LeBron ain't special. What are you talking about? Oh, LeBron lost some games. I did an open mic at a gas station. Was LeBron playing basketball in yoga studios? I think he's gonna be fine. So I'm single, probably because I can't write joke transitions. And recently I was out with this girl. She said something to me. I don't know if it was supposed to be good. I don't know if it was a compliment, but it made me kind of upset. We're sitting in the middle of a restaurant. She goes, "I'm actually really glad you asked me out because you're my type. I'm into guys that aren't conventionally attractive." What the fuck? Is it even legal to say that? There was a waiter 15 feet away from us. He acknowledged it. He was like, "So our specials tonight were lasagna." What did that bitch just say? And throughout the night, she keeps making rude little comments like that. And then at the end of the night, we go back to her place and we try to have sex, but I can't get hard. And at first I'm like, this is because I'm drunk. But then I realized I wasn't drunk, I only had one drink. I think what happened was my feelings were hurt and my dick was protesting. It was a political thing. You know, the only way to put it, it was the equivalent of my dick kneeling for the national anthem. That's what it was. Was my dick like, "That's who you want to fuck?" No. The only thing that joke is missing is I gotta find a way to work in Colin Kaepernick. That's the only thing. I think good-looking people definitely have it easier in life, which is obvious. I'll give you an example. I was watching a documentary about Ted Bundy. 90% of the documentary was them talking about how beautiful he was. Ted Bundy. They were like, "Oh, he was so attractive. He was so cute and hot and charming. Women loved him. He was charismatic. Women loved him. It's like, yo, how handsome do you have to be for the fact that you killed 50 people to be the footnote?" This dude murdered 50 women, and that's still the second thing we say about him. That's how much of a dreamboat my man Ted was. Incredible. And look, this is obvious. The only reason Ted Bundy is the most famous serial killer, it's just because every other serial killer in history looked just like me. That's the only reason. I know what I look like. I look like one of the kids from Stranger Things developed a drinking problem. I understand that. Accept it.